It's 6 random trivia questions from a tiebreaker for second place at Brewport Tap House in El Segundo, California. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be? And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. Hopefully, you're having a great Thursday. I love Thursdays. Thursdays used to be the big night for TV. Remember, we used to have Seinfeld, Friends, Frasier. At one point, I think later, we had The Office and things like that. So Thursday used to be that must-see TV night, and I do miss it quite a bit. But hey, now we have TV where you can watch it anytime you want with Hulu and Netflix and all that good stuff. I just finished the newest season of the Great British Baking Show, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. Watched it on a plane and almost cried a few times. You get real attached to these bakers. It's the weirdest show. I don't know how to explain my liking of this show, but I don't. Not really into baking, not really into reality shows, but those two things together, I think that's one of the best shows I've ever seen of that genre. And can't wait for the next season. Finished Castle Rock. I think I talked about that last week, and I still don't know what the hell is going on in that show. It's one of those shows. And now I think I'm going to start that Jack Ryan on Amazon. So I'm looking for reviews. I haven't heard too much about it from anybody that I know that's seen it. So if you've seen it, send me a tweet, send me a message, say, hey, it's worth watching, or hey, don't waste your time. Just like the second half of Dexter, maybe I won't watch it. I have a fun episode for you today. This is some audio from a video that I shot of a little tiebreaker between places second and third. So these two teams, they had a tie, which happens every once in a while. And first place at this venue last night got a gift card to the venue. It was called the Brewport Tap House in El Segundo, California. It's a cool place. We host there every Tuesday from 7 to 9. And they have a million different beers on tap on the wall, and you have a bracelet, and it charges you by the ounce, kind of like those candy stores at the mall. And you scan your bracelet, and you're like, oh, I want a little taste of this, a little taste of that, and I want a whole one of these and a whole one of that. So it's a great place if you want to try a bunch of amazing beers from around California and around the world. So check that place out. It's very cool. And first place gets a $25 gift card to Brewport Tap House. And second and third got to choose a pop culture art square and a bendable figure that I had. So I had two bendable figures. I think it was Taz and a Batman villain named Livewire. And then there was two pop culture art squares. One was Vic Vega from Reservoir Dogs holding a bloody ear, and the other one was Shaun of the Dead with his cricket bat. Is that what it's called? Cricket paddle? I don't know what that's called. The cricket thing. And he's covered in blood. So those were drawn by Drew Blank, friend of the show, friend of my life, who does amazing artwork. And we were giving those away, so there was a tie for second place. And I thought of some questions off the top of my head, and we went back and forth. And these two players that were tied for second from their teams, Angela and Dennis, came up, and we went back and forth. And whoever got three questions correct was the winner of the tiebreaker. So you're going to listen to that. Before we get to that, I have a quick little additional thing to insert here. This was from a new friend of mine named Mike Jou, and Mike is a guy who thinks that Ghostbusters is a superhero movie. Let me explain a little backstory. We were doing this bonus game at the same venue last night, and I said, all right, you have to name superhero movies. So we went down the list, and you can't do any repeats. So people were like, Deadpool, Deadpool 2, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, stuff like that. But then he was trying to think outside the box. He'll tell you all about it, and he'll explain his reasoning. But I thought it'd be fun to insert, and I did a poll on Twitter. About 71% people think that Ghostbusters is definitely not a superhero movie, and the other 29% think it is. So where are you on that spectrum? Do you think the Ghostbusters are superheroes or not? And here's a little explanation from Mike to maybe sway you one way or another. Standing outside of one of my favorite places to host trivia in the world, Brewport Tap House and Kitchen in El Segundo, California. I'm here with a brand new trivia player. It was his first time playing with his team tonight. His name is Mr. Mike Jou. How are we doing, Mike?
Doing good. I lost.
Your team lost. What did you think about trivia overall? Pretty fun?
Oh, yeah, I love trivia.
Very good. Have you won a lot of other trivia nights?
Yes,
Very good.
Unfortunately.
What's the coolest prize you ever won at a trivia night?
All the trivia nights, mostly I just win booze and I give it to my friends.
There you go. Are you not a big drinker?
I was in college, but I got old and fat, so didn't drink so much.
I'm with you, man. We all have to kind of like cut back. Once you hit 30, you're like, ooh, hairline, gut. What are we going to do here? So very good. What was your favorite round that we did tonight? We did one on the 60s. We did one on top 10 lists and things like that.
I thought we did really well on song lyrics.
Song lyrics, movie song lyrics. Yeah, you knew the Men in Black song. I think you got the Ray-Bans, didn't you?
No. We almost had that one. We just missed it. But we got pretty much, I think we got 8 of them.
Very good. Yeah, that was a tough round. You guys kicked some butt. Another thing you were kicking butt in was a little bonus round we did where I had one person from every team come up and try and name as many superhero movies as they could. So we'd go down the line and people would be like Deadpool, X-Men First Class, and Avengers, things like that. And it got to you. First, say the first one you said that I didn't really know right off the bat.
You mean the first one, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Oh, no, that one was great.
Alan Quartermain.
Alan Quartermain.
Yeah.
So tell me, that's an Indiana Jones
it's like
type?
kind of, adventure-ish.
Adventure-ish.
So the topic was superhero movies. There's a lot of people, and the rule was you cannot repeat.
Yes.
And the hardest part about that is remembering what other people said.
Yes.
So I thought, all right, I need to go esoteric, because if someone goes Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man 3,
Sure.
you're gonna lose track. So I thought, okay, I need to pick ones that these people don't know.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing things like, I remember someone in line was talking about Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And then someone mentioned Iron Man. They went Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3.
Exactly.
And then, surprisingly, no one said Batman.
Right, there was no Batmans for a while.
And then I was the one who did The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And knocked that one guy off. But there's a lot of, Michael Keaton and
So you said Alan Quartermain and kind of explained it to me, and I said, okay, that one counts.
Yeah.
Then your next
So that was my goal.
That was your goal.
Then I started hearing the other things, so I thought, all right, then I can kind of expand this. I wanted to keep it esoteric.
Yes.
So then I brought in Ghostbusters. And the reason why Ghostbusters failed was purely subjective. The MC said, I don't like it.
Who was that dick?
He was actually kind of handsome. I am not gay, but if I was,
Very good. I got to put that on my business card.
No, but I went with that because if you think about, and I made this argument during the questioning.
Yeah.
Batman has no superpowers.
That's true.
Kick-Ass, no superpowers.
Yes.
Hit Girl, no superpowers. Iron Man, no superpowers.
Yes.
Right. So all these people have no superpowers.
But are referred to as superheroes. So that's why you were like, how about the Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
And I subjectively said, I don't like it.
Yeah. Which is fine. Because it was a gamble.
Sure.
Because I had to keep going away from what everyone else was saying.
That's a good point.
Because you notice at the end, the time was running out for them.
You're right.
So that was my goal.
But I'm glad you explained all that, because the more I thought about it, I'm like, wait, are the Ghostbusters superheroes? So right now there's a Twitter poll I put up. I think it's going for a week, and it's like 75% say no and 25% say yes. But there are people that agree with you. And do you have like one bullet point to end with on why you think they would be considered superheroes?
One bullet point to end with why they're superheroes is the acts of heroism that they do that normal people cannot.
All right. I love it. Mike, that was a perfect explanation. Thanks for playing, and I hope to see you again here at Brewport.
No problem.
Cheers.
So there it is. I don't know. Mike kind of makes me think that they might be superheroes. And then I texted some friends today that I grew up with, and I said, do you think they are? And they said, hell no. And some people said yes. And then I said, what about the Ninja Turtles? What about the Punisher? People that, they're like vigilantes. So I don't know. It's a fun thing to think about. I've never really thought about it. Ghostbusters. Are they superheroes? Which side are you on? All right, we're going to jump into this episode with some quick trivia. This is only like a 2 or 3 minute audio clip, so not a ton of trivia questions for you today, but some fun stuff to think about with the Ghostbusters and some quick questions to test yourself on. So we're going to jump into those questions right about now. Here we go.
2 players for second place. What's your name? Dennis and Angela. Dennis and Angela are going to do some trivia questions back and forth to see who gets second place. You're going to buzz in with the word buds, which is my last name, as soon as you know it. And you got to wait for the whole question to be read. Whoever gets the question right first, we're looking for 3 in a row. Not 3 in a row, but 3 answers right, okay? First question is, what is the capital of New York? Yes. It is Albany. 1 for Dennis. Did you have one, Angela? Did you have any idea?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but you got it. Okay, this one might be for you. Ready? Your next question is about a TV show. What network airs the TV show
How to Get Away with Murder? Yes. It is ABC. That's 2. And the third question is about a board game. The board game is Twister. What are the 4 colors on the Twister mat? Yes. You got it. Blue, yellow, red, green. 2-1. Your next question is about sports. When Michael Jordan came back after his first retirement, what was his new number on the Chicago Bulls? Incorrect. Do you have a guess?
I don't know.
Oh, you were so close. 45. 45. She's at 47. Very close. No points there. 2-1. Your next question is about a movie. The movie is who directed a movie called There's Something About Mary. Any guesses? Yes. Not Mike Myers. Nothing? The Farley Brothers. The Farley Brothers. Did it. The next question is also about a movie. And it is about the movie Batman Forever. Who plays Batman and Batman Forever? Yes. It is Val Kilmer for the win. Nice job.
All right, how'd you do? Would you have won that tiebreaker? Do you know things about board games? Do you know things about movies? And do you know how to win when it comes down to that last moment with the tie and the breaking of the tie? Good job, Dennis. Hope to see you again at Brewport Tap House. We do that trivia night every Tuesday, 7 to 9 in El Segundo, California. If you want to see all my trivia locations, go to triviawithbuds.com, see what's going on, click around. There's lots of fun stuff. Just put up a bunch of new videos, and there's always events for the whole week that you can RSVP to for a bonus point. You can see all the rounds we're doing for the week. You can see a sample question to look up before you come to a trivia night, and you can click the Contact Me button and send me a message on my contact form if you have a party of your own coming up. Maybe you're like, hey, I want you to write me some questions for this event I'm doing for a team building thing. I can do that. Maybe you need someone to host an event, just MC, and make it kind of move along smoothly in a comedic way. I can do stuff like that. Maybe you need a stripper. I can learn how to work a pole. Hit me up, send me a message, or email me, ryanbuds@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening. If you like the show, you can subscribe. You can pledge over on Patreon, patreon.com/triviawithbuds. Doing a special right now. If you join the $5 tier or more, I will send you a free Kevin from The Office About to Spill a Giant Pot of Chili enamel pin from Drew A. Blank. So you get a free pin, and for the $5 tier, you get to pick a topic we do every single month. So that's kind of fun, and it helps you make the show your own. If there's a topic you want to hear me ask questions about, you can do that for $5 or more a month. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.